What fictional character could someone say, oh yeah, they're my role model, about that would make you slowly back away? Patrick Bateman. Trevor from GTA V. Alex from A Clockwork Orange. Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Glenn Quagmire. Christian Grey. Always amazed by the number of teenagers who take Tony Montana from Scarface as a role model. The whole point of the movie is to show how terrible of a person he is, and how fucked up his vision of the American dream is. Also a lot of edgy kids comparing themselves to the Joker. We live in a society. Zeus from Greek mythology. Eric Cartman from South Park. Something about mashing up a kid's parents and then feeding them to the kid doesn't sit well with me. Tate from American Horror Story. If you actually watch the show, how are you gonna share Tate gifs on Tumblr? Do you even remember what happened? I know someone who aspires to be like Sheldon Cooper. Archer. Tyler Durden. My goodness, is that ever a misunderstood character and one genuinely taken as a role model by too many dudes? Walter White. Rick Sanchez or Don Draper. I feel like these kinds of characters have likable traits, but a lot of young men totally overlook the fact that they are massive pieces of shit. The Joker. Straight up any character in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Michael Scott. I love The Office, but to have someone live like Mitchell Scott is not very healthy. Most of the time. Darth Vader. I'm more of a Grand Moff Tarkin guy. Tangentially related. Girls who want to date the Joker, the guy from Heathers, or the Phantom of the Opera are freaky. AskReddit. Guy from Heathers being JD. Thanks, Reddit. Hannibal Lecter. Dexter. BoJack Horseman. Or any characters from that show tbh. Like many people, I love the show, and I find BoJack and the other characters relatable to a certain extent. But just because we identify with them, it shouldn't make us look up to them. This show gives us the ability to look at realistic human problems with eyes unclouded by biases, because obviously these are fictional characters. If you relate to anyone on that show, then there's probably something wrong in your life right now. And I'm not condemning you. I'm saying it's time to reflect and do something about it. Not exactly the same, but I know a guy who said watch the Ted Bundy tapes. It's what I think about during sex, and that had the same effect. The Punisher. Frank is a very unwell man. He represents what happens when the justice system fails. Edit. Well, I'll be darned. Thanks for the silver. 2 silvers, that's nuts. On my cake day no less. Holly Quinn. Such a common answer, and hilariously terrifying. Not so much now, but around a decade ago there were all the dudes who wanted to be Tyler Durden and looked up to him as their hero. Not a good role model, my dudes. Light Yagami. J.D from Heathers. Ramsey Bolton. Rick Sanchez, that his name, from Rick and Amp, Morty. From what I've seen, dude is unhinged as fuck and borders clinical narcissist. Edit. Also any guy that labels himself as a pickup artist. Neither are a slow back away, both are turn and sprint. Not really a role model, but those couples who compare themselves to the most toxic couples on movies and TV. Oh, we are like Joker and Harley, we are totally Ross and Rachel M. Khal Drogo, and she is my Dina is surprisingly, they are generally correct. Edit. To clarify, Drogo and Dina is from the show, not books. Also, thanks for my first gold. Don Draper.